am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here. For the day done, you are gonna love over yourself.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Good morning. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Manningsman, and it is always a privilege to be with you and to celebrate life. We are alive today, and you know how it is when we wake up and we have breath in our lungs. We have to stop and give praise and thanks to the Almighty, the Creator of the heavens and the earth, who says we should look to the hills from whence cometh our help. Our help comes from the Lord, who made the heavens and the earth. We are unashamed and unapologetic about our faith, right? And so we're not afraid to speak that. We know that we are not perfect human beings, but we are being perfected by the Creator of all things. Thank you for joining the channel. We have a big one lined up for you today. We want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when they need it the most, and also to Launch Legacy, where they handle risk and seek legacy. I want to thank all our moderators who will be monitoring all things in the comment section. Really appreciate your work. It is also Super Friday, and on Super Friday, we ask all our subscribers and all the persons who tune into I Am Sure Sports to give to the channel in the way of a super sticker or a super chat, right? You can go ahead and do that at any point if you appreciate and you love the content, right? We don't want to break this awesome interview that we'll be doing to tell you to hit like button and to subscribe and to share. So just follow the moderators. They will remind you about doing those things. But once you come on, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to I Am Sure Sports. Let's raise the numbers in terms of our subscription today as we do this interview. All right, let me just share with you the quote for today, right? It takes determination to see a dream come to pass. The question is not will you start, the question is will you finish? All right, it goes on and says discipline automates habits, which in turn determines your outcome. All right, so just remember those two quotes. This morning, I have with me Professor René Simões, right? He was born in Rio de Janeiro. He guided the Jamaica national team to the World Cup in France in 1998. That was the first English-speaking Caribbean country to qualify for the Jamaica the World Cup. Right. He also coached the Brazil team in 2004. That's the women's team to a silver medal in the Olympics. He also coached in Trinidad and Tobago. He coached the Iran under 23s. He is also in Cortiba right now. Operates a restaurant, right? Employ a lot of persons. He's also a Christian, a man of faith. I remember as a child back in Jamaica, early in that campaign, that he would visit Church on the Rock in Kingston with his family, and I was a youngster there, and the church always prayed for him and all of that, and so I know him to be a man of faith, strong faith in God, and as a young man who has taken the role of a pastor, I am really, really grateful that I have the opportunity to speak with him today on matters concerning football. So come on in, join the stream, and be a part of it, and it's going to be a good one. Professor Simoes, good day to you.
Good morning. Good day, huh? It's now
Yeah,
midday. It's a good day.
right. It's
It's a
midday where you
pleasure.
are.
It's a big pleasure talk to Jamaicans. Yesterday, I posted in my stories a flag of Jamaica, and I said, I miss you, Jamaica land we love, because we have a lot lessons that I learned. I so grateful to God because I remember I was in RGR radio, and Simon, and he said, "Oh, congrats, coach! You qualified Jamaica." And say, "Man, don't praise me. Praise the God. Praise the Lord, because I made things happen during the campaign." And I told you one of these things happened. You arrive in Jamaica in São Pedro Sula, and I told Horace Reed, listen, the football fields, the federation, the Honduran Federation offered to us, I don't think is a good field for us. Believe me, they will not give you a good field. Go there, but my team, you will not go there. We stay in hotel, and somebody from Honduras come to me say, Coach, I am a physiotherapist. Do you need a physiotherapist? I said, no, I don't need. What I need is a football field. Do you have? He said, oh, I don't have. But 100 meters from the hotel, there is a army. And the army has a football field. I say, let's go there. I went there. The soldier come and say, hello, what do you want? I want to speak to the commander. He said, okay, let me call the colonel. He called, and the guy received me. I was surprised. The guy received me without any obstructions, and said, what do you need? I said, a football field. Okay, I have one here. It's yours. I say, thank you. Do you need anything more? I say, I don't want the Honduras press come to watch my practice. He said, okay, I will stop everybody outside. I said
Whoa.
for him, hey, excuse me, but are you Honduras, man? Why you help me? I am going to play against your country. He said, my wife is Jamaican.
Whoa.
My wife is Jamaican, and she'll be very happy if I help you. She called her and say, hey, I am here help your country here. I have your codes. That's not me. That was God's. That's
Yes,
why
whoa.
God's favor for us. And I can tell you in Mexico, I can tell you in El Salvador, I can tell you in any place we play, and everything's happened. Of course, they will not give me if I don't deserve. They don't give me if the team don't deserve. For deserve, you have to work hard and you have to believe and you have to be a faithful persons. So they give you us back, and that was a great time in Jamaica, man.
Yeah, yeah, so many lessons, and that happened in Honduras, and you have stories like similar to this in El Salvador, stories
Yes,
similar to this in Mexico. How just things just worked out, so that the team could, yeah. I mean that is awesome.
that's when come the idea to put, yeah,
Jesus
Jesus
saves, and yeah,
saves. I went to my old daughter and say, uh, Renata, God is doing so well for us. How I can give back and say people, hey, believe. He said, writing in your t-shirt in the back, Jesus saves. That was when you put there.
yeah, awesome, awesome. That is good. So many lessons learned in Jamaica. I mean, still historic in terms of what we accomplished. You came in 1994. 1997 we qualified. The World Cup was in 1998. Just kind of tell us how all of this just came together. What made you make that decision to come to Jamaica?
I have no interest to go to Jamaica. So when the Brazilian Football Academy came and the offer, I said for him, thank you. I have no interest in, because I had been in Jamaica in 1989 with under 20 national team, and we played, and I told them, hey, there is no facilities, there is, the national stage is poor. I didn't see other stages. There is 2.5 million the population. There is no professional football. Thank you very much, I have no interest in. But the Brazilian Football Academy had sent to Captain Burrell my name, Professor Simoes, and it was amazing when he arrived in Brazil. And the president of the Brazilian Football Academy, he went to South Korea and he asked me to escort Captain Burrell. And he arrived in the airport was Captain Burrell, and the another man, I forgot his name. He was so nice. He died already. Uh, and they said, "Are you Captain Burrell?" He said, "Yes, I am. I am Captain Burrell." I say, okay, Professor Spezin send me to pick you up. Okay. He start to walk and the suitcase were there. The baggage is there. So he walk. I say, oh my goodness, I have to carry on the suitcase for this man. I take suitcase, I put my car in the trunk, and I start drive. And he said, what is that? I say, that is the army, and that is a supermarket, and that one, that's the navy. Do you know Professor Simões? I say, yes, I know him. Uh, do you know where is him? Yes, I know. Where is him? I say, well, beside of you, man. He didn't speak any word after. Because he expected a Professor Moise big and strong like him, never
Yeah,
a small guy, and drive the car and pick his suitcase. He was so disappointed. When you arrive in hotel, I asked him, Captain, what do you want? He said, I want to go to World Cup. So I put a napkin and I put 10 points. Listen, you have to first one, make your team become international team, play in all countries around the world. First, you have to keep your team together and play much game as possible. You need to get a sponsorship from airline. You need to give material sponsorship. You have to need a food company to provide food for your team. You need football fields. So I put 10 points for him and give for him and say, listen, I am go home because I am not available to go to Jamaica. You have four other coaches. and for other coaches, the request was former player, former national coach, experience to live abroad, speak English. In that time, my English was
It's poor.
100 times worse than what is today. Can you imagine? It was a
Yeah.
broke English, and the and they have a coach certificated. So these 5 points is not easy to find in anyone. So 4 other coaches, they interview the coach, and when I come back night to pick him for dinner, he said, Captain, do you decide about the coach? Yes, I am a military man. I know what's the best for my country. I say, okay, who is the coach? You are the coach. He say, no, Captain, no, 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 no. I am not a candidate. I am not. He say, no, 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 no. I am go to Brazilian, your capital, you speak to your president, and he decides about you. So he went there, and after 1 month, we decided to go to Jamaica because the government asked me, begged me, go, go, go. And thanks God that I changed my mind. I have a Japanese offer, a club, FC Tokyo, to go to Japan. And I say, no, 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 I'm going to Jamaica. And thanks God, I took this decision.
Awesome, and it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience in Jamaica, qualifying for the World Cup. Some of the things, because I know you have done a few interviews and stuff with Jamaica over the time, because you have always been very approachable and friendly. But in that time, was there ever, when you came to Jamaica, did you have to bring a philosophy, develop a system of play or a game module, or that was in place and then you put the players there, or you created a system of play and a module for the national team and across Jamaica?
Yeah, first, what I understood in that time is that we have to get an office. We
Yeah.
didn't have. It was in national. All federations is together there in gymnasium. When I
Right.
went there, I didn't go in. I stopped in the door and say, forget it. I will not work here because no businessman came here to discuss with me about sponsorship. So Michael da Costa, my dear friends, God, God bless him and keep keep him in good way because he passed away 2 years ago. And he gave me a wonderful office, and I took Horace Reed with me, and there we can make a lot of things. We decided to create a sponsor players,
Right. Adapt a player.
adopt a player, yes, adopt a player, because I went to the government and government said there is no money because I remember the the advisor of prime minister told me you did a big mistake. What mistake? You said that you want to qualify the team for 1998. Don't say that. Say 2002. Because if you don't qualify 1998, you have more time. I say, no, man, no. That's not the way I work. I work, take responsibilities. I have
Yeah.
to say, we would try to qualify. If you not qualify, you go to learn for our mistakes. So he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we cannot." So I decided to go for Mr. Carl. He was the owner of the Empire Supermarket. I don't know if the Empire
Right.
Supermarket
Yeah.
is there.
Empire. Yeah. It was. Yeah. It was in Crossroads.
Oh, in Crossroads. I went
Yes.
there and say, "My good friend, can you give me a $1,000 a month? He say, amen, 1,000 American dollars. In that time, I think it was 158 Jamaica's dollars. I don't know how much it is now.
Yes.
He say, okay, I will give for you. He say, wonderful. I went to Michael da Costa and say, Mike, I need a $1,000 monthly for adopt a player. Coach, it's too much money, but for you, okay. I went to Federation, called Captain Burrell and said for him, listen, now you go to launch a program, adopt a player. Okay, good. How many players we have? 2. No, we need 28. He said, no problem. Make a big noise in the press, call the press here, wait for what happened. So for 2, for Carl, Mr. Carl, and the
Mr. Da Costa.
Michael da Costa, you did a press conference. In 15 days, you have all 28 players sponsored. So what happened with the government? They call me quickly and say, how much do you need? So in that time, the X I needed in the 15 days after, I needed double X. And the government, thanks the Prime Minister, because he was Mr. P.J. Patterson. I remember once I called him P.P. Patterson. It was very funny. They say the football is not belong to me, not belong to Captain Burrell, not belong the Prime Minister, Mr. P.P. Patterson. Was very funny. Everybody laughed. And the government give the money for us to come to Brazil.
For that camp. Yeah, for your first camp in Brazil.
The first camp in 1995. There is one story. There is many stories. I put everything now.
Yes.
The book. Let's see if this book go out 25 years. That's the time for book. And we play 18 games. 18 games. And we lost 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 4-0, 8-0. And the last game, the number 18, I told Professor Gama, I say, Professor Gama, I don't want to lose all games. We have to win this game. The last one, he say, okay, we play against who? Say, we play against a factory team, not a club, a factory. At what time you be the game? 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock a.m. On Sunday, this guy who's come drunk from parties, everything, and the referee, we take the referee and the linesman and put there. We have to win the game. So the game was 1-1, and we scored 47 minutes second half time. Unbelievable. We did it. So we back to Jamaica. I called Captain Burrell and say, listen, we took 28 players to Brazil. From these 28 players, if you take a decision to keep trying to qualify to the World Cup, 18 players, 10 players, I will kick you out. So, and the players more famous and the players with more experience, I go to bring the under 23 players, under 20, and practice with them. If you decide to stay for a Caribbean Cup, so keep everybody, we go to be a champion. And the Caribbean Cup would play 3 months after in Jamaica. In Jamaica. He said, no, I want World Cup. I say, let's go for plan. I send players out, keep the new ones, and we lost for Cuba 2-1. We didn't qualify for the semifinals. And when I tell this story here in Brazil, I say, in that time when I didn't qualify, the Jamaica was divided in 50-50. 50% of the population didn't want that I stay in the country, and the other 51
Want
they
you
are
to stay.
sure I have to leave. So
Oh.
everybody wants me out.
Oh.
Everybody wants me out, man. So Captain Burrell went there and say, no, when I am go a doctor prescribed me a medicine for 1 week, 15 days, a month. I go to follow the subscription. If I get well, it's okay. If not, I judge the doctor. This doctor here came for 4 years. I will not change him before 4 years. In the
Yeah.
4 years, we qualify to 1998 World Cup.
Yes.
We qualify for under 20. We
World Cup.
qualify for under
The
17.
17. Yeah.
And we didn't qualify for Olympic Games by average goals for Costa Rica. I
Costa
think
Rica,
Costa
yes.
Rica, yeah,
Yeah. And Andy Williams was the captain of that team.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's unbelievable what we did because Captain Burrell was very strong, very strong. If Captain Burrell was a weak man, what happened? In 1995 I would be fired and back to Brazil. But when he support me, give me say no, this is my coach. Everybody say, oh, this is the coach. So
Yeah.
he give me credibility and he pushed my confidence up. And
How
I'm very thankful to Captain Burrell.
yeah. Yeah. How long did it take you to get the team to play the system that you wanted them to play? Um and did you leave that as like, I guess in Brazil they have like a game module or a system of play where even if a new coach comes in, they can use that same system and stuff. How long did it get you to get the 1998 team to play your style of football or your system of football?
In 1996, when we came to Brazil again, there is another team, Jamaica, and I play against
Oh,
the strongest team in Brazil. I still losing the games, but the game was different, totally different. And some things I learned first. The Jamaicans, when I arrive here, they are so aggressive and they get red cards, yellow cards, red cards, and they are
aggression.
aggressive, very aggressive. So what I told them, listen, let's be aggressive, but with fair play.
Yes.
Think about the ball, but don't lose your strength within. The strength within that Jamaica has is I never saw in any part of the world. I never saw. And I work in 7 different countries. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. So why I keep a little bit more time because I had to understood about these points
Yeah.
that
The aggression.
the aggression with fair play. When they start to do that, point. Second point, listen, enjoy the game, but enjoy the game without the ball. The point is, Jamaica love the game with the ball. I dribble, I pass, I give double kick, a bicycle, everything, score goals. But when I miss the ball, that's not my game anymore. So this is what I have to
You had
teach
to get them. So
exactly.
control the aggression with fair play, and
Is
and work as hard
enjoy
without the
the
ball.
game,
Enjoy
enjoy
the
the game
game without the ball.
without ball because a player they have the ball no more than 3 minutes. 3 minutes is a very good player. They play with the ball. What they do
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
other 8 7 minutes. Now it's more. Now is 9 5 minutes, 9 7 minutes because every time you have the extension of the game, the extra time. So when they understood that was brilliant. I remember against America, we never lost for Americans because what Americans did against Jamaica, they pressure us, they don't allow us stay with the ball, we get upset, demotivated, and we
Yes.
didn't play. So when they start make against them the same medicine, press them, don't allow them to stay with the ball, enjoy, do that.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, when I learned this in 17th with Brazilian volleyball. The Korean coach come to Brazil and they said exactly the same. The day Brazilians uh, enjoy to play without the ball in volleyball, they will be fantastic. Look what Brazilian volleyball changed. So
Yes.
when I thought, I said, my goodness, if the Jamaicans learn to enjoy the game without the
The
ball,
ball.
about the ability, the skill they have, they will be fantastic. We can qualify. People ask me, are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy because I know these guys, they have strength within, they have skill, and what they have to change the mindsets about the game. The game is with ball, without the
And
ball,
ball.
with ball, without the ball. When you can change like a basketball, what happened in basketball? I throw the ball for basket. Poof! When I come and touch the ground, I am a defender. I go for rebounds. When I get the ball, touch the ground, I am an attack. So if you change this quickly, this is what my team did very well. This is why you qualify.
Okay, those are the two things: the aggression with fair play, enjoy the game without the ball. What about like the technical ability and the understanding where to be on the field and all of those things? Was that difficult for you to get the players into our they were the players were not just talented technically but talented tactically.
The third point is football is associations. It's not an individual game. What I do is must be connected to the other players. So my movements, when I do a one movement, one player, the 10 other has to make a movement together. So we play as a block. Everybody move together for front, everybody move back, everybody go for right side, everybody go for left side. So you have to play aggressive with fair play. You have to enjoy play without ball, and you have to understand football is association. Everybody must like the game, enjoy the game, but don't play the game alone. You are responsible for what you do. You are responsible to help the other 10 players. So the team was very, very engaged in this mentality. After that, you start to bring about the techniques, how I pass the ball. The point is, I have the ball. Nobody move. Nobody give me options for pass the ball. The possibility for I make a wrong pass is very high. But if I have the ball and three players give me options, I can take a decision, and my decisions will be much easier because I have the option for number one, for number two, for number three. This is the point. And the point is, the 50 point is I have to develop a skill to play as a defender, as an attacker. So this is my priority for my defender is to defender. But when I have the ball, we need to have a good pass. You have to give a long pass. you must score sometimes. So you went to association all these. When this, if I have the ball, if I have the ball, let's us make a comparison about the ball. The ball, if the ball is a gun, I have the ball, nobody kill me. The gun is in my hands. But if I don't have the ball, so we start when you arrive in Brazil, the first year in 1995, you make 120 passes for entire 19 minutes. 120
Whoa.
passes for 90 minutes with a 70% of the wrong passes.
Whoa.
So imagine you have 30% of the pass from 120, 30% from 120 is 36 passes. You have 36 passes to win the game in 90 minutes. This means every 3 minutes you have one right pass, correct pass.
Whoa.
That's why we lost by 8-0, 7-0, 6-0. When we play against United States in Washington, D.C., and you tied game 1-1, and the goal for United States was totally wrong, outside the penalty kick, unbelievable, unbelievable.
Yes.
You know what happened there? We gave 600 passes.
Whoa.
600 passes with 80% in the right passes.
Yeah, so you're coming from 120 to 600.
100,
From
yes,
right.
yes,
From only 30% accurate passes to 80%.
percent, yes. What this means, that's a message I gave not only for football, but all administration people in the company who who quem mede controla, who measure, take control, who take control, improve.
Yeah.
What we did from 120, we start measuring
Measuring.
every game. We
Yeah.
control and we practice to tell them, hey, we have to increase the right pass, give you options. If you give you options, so what happened? We improve.
So
Every
you
time
you measure, you
every
control,
time,
and you
every
improve.
game,
Even in yeah.
every game, you measure, you control, you improve. So don't do anything in your life that you don't do these three things.
Yeah.
So I am
Measure,
a lawyer.
control, improve. So
Improve.
in your restaurant now, you measure, you control,
Exactly.
and yeah.
Exactly. You improve. We have in everything. How you buy, how you sell, how you put on the table, how you cook, how you prepare, everything. Everything.
Yeah.
We are much better. We
And
have to
you
do that.
and as because as the campaign went on, you brought in some young players like from because you were working with the under 20, under 23. So
And Ricardo Bibi Garden,
yes.
they call me crazy. He was 16 when I called him. I say, I
Yeah.
don't care about the age. I don't care.
And you actually didn't go to see him when you went to the game. Remember that?
Yeah,
You actually went to see Gregory Messam, I believe. And
yeah,
Ricardo
yeah,
Gardner was playing in the game when you went to
yeah,
the yeah.
yeah,
And you kind of ask question, who is this little youngster
yeah,
playing over the national player Gregory Messam?
yeah. That
Yeah.
that that's telling me, are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I am see the quality of this guy. This guy is very clever, and there is a story very interesting about Andrew Williams and
Yeah.
Ricardo Bibi
God.
Garden. The parents of Andrew Williams went to my office and they told me Andrew Williams is go to university. I said, okay. Good luck for him. He went there and nothing happened in 1 year. Never, nothing happened for him. He was frustrated, and after he came back, when he came back, he missed 1 year for the improvement with my team. And William was one of my expectations that and William would be one of the star in the World Cup, but he
Yes.
lost 1 year. The parents of Ricardo Gardner, they went to my office and they said, Coach, I need your support and your opinion. Ricardo Gardner has invitation to go to high school in United States. What do you think? I say, thanks God, you asked me. Please don't send him to United States. He's
Yes.
a very clever. He good in mathematics. He writes good. He thinks very high potential. And he loves football. Allowed him to follow his dream. And after, when he stopped to play, he go to university. He does what he wants. So they listen to me and look Ricardo Gardner.
Yeah.
He was a big star in
In
England.
England. Yeah.
In England was
We
fantastic. Now I hope that he's a billionaire now in Jamaica.
yeah, he's a billionaire, but he's in England right now. But he's a
Yeah,
billionaire.
I saw he was playing some funny games there in England. I saw
Yeah.
his Instagram.
All right. So we have a lot of the players on. I see Boris Johnson says, Bam Dio. And so Boris Johnson, Patrick Reed, who said you were the first coach to give him a national call up. I see Coach Vin Blaine
Vin
as well.
Blaine.
Yes, saying hi to you. Uh, Freddie Butler is here. This is in Spanish. I don't know if you'll be able to read it. I think this is Bom dia, René y Umbrella
Bom dia.
Proyecto.
Good morning. Good
It says,
morning.
espero estiga todo dem com voe a familia.
Como vai? How's your family? Good morning.
Oh, so you know that's Freddie Butler. He was here. He was part of your team. He was one who used to interpret things for you because he speaks Portuguese and English as well. That's
Yeah.
Altiman Freddie Butler.
Altmore Butler. We have one story with Altmore Butler. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. You went to Costa Rica, play against them. I think was a friendly game, and we had a Nigerian doctor, and I said, "Listen, I have to be the last one because if you have a problem with the Nigerian doctor in the immigration, I will be there to speak in Spanish." So, but no problem, everybody. So the oldest airport in Costa Rica was the immigration, and the long stair, and there you have to pick your luggage. So I passed the immigration and I start walk down in the stair. So the 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 the
The
phone
doctor.
call,
Yeah.
Mr. René Simões, please return to immigration. I went back to immigration. When I arrived there, the guy said, "No, nobody called you." No, I heard the speakers called me. No, nobody called you. So I start come down the stair. The speaker again, Mr. René Simões, please return it to the immigration. So I went there. The guy said, "No, nobody called you." I said, "Man, I heard." So I start come down. I heard for the third time, Mr. René Simões, and I looked there down. The players, all of them, but one player was aside, was Altmore Butler behind the pillar. I say, okay, no problem. So I walk. Everybody take the luggage, go. I went there behind the wall. Was a microphone. I said, was Altmore Butler. No problem. I went to hotel. And I called Alfredo Montes, our fitness coach. and they
Yeah.
said, Alfredo, today the game will start. Butler is in the bench. I will call him. Since he start the game, I will call him and say, go for warm up because Theodore Whitmore has a little problem. Maybe you go to the game. He go to warm up 90 minutes and he will not go in this game. This is my I will punish him like that. You don't believe 15 minutes somebody hit Theodore with more and he came out, Butler went in to play the game. After the game, I called him and say, listen, let me tell you something. Never do that again. I will not kick you out the national team because it was very, very funny. But don't do that with me because I am close with you, but I am not like you. I'm not a player, please. So it was very funny. And after I took him from the World Cup, he think I didn't like him. He was upset, but was absolutely technically decision, nothing with behavior, nothing with anything else.
Yeah.
Was only technical decision.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, very clever.
Yeah. So, I mean, did you leave like those things that you shared with me about aggressive but fair play? Um, about the control, the
Playing
measure.
ball without the ball,
Yeah. Did
football association.
Yes. Did you leave all of those things like in a manual so that as other coaches would come in, they would have some like a framework to
I
build on?
gave I gave a coach course for almost 500 people in Jamaica, and all these points are discussed in the course, the coach course.
Yes, because you actually started the whole level one, level two
Yes, yes,
coaching thing.
that
Yes.
start my time.
Oh, so I guess a lot of this because many of us believe that in terms of coaching, we haven't progressed very far because we believe like even the last campaign, we believe we had a talented team that should have qualified for the World Cup, but it just never worked out. And I know, I mean, even when I spoke to Alfredo Monteso, you still follow Jamaica's football and probably are as disappointed as we are with all the talent, that we have. No, you also do in the book, but what are some of the things you would recommend that, we do now as football has kind of evolved to be able to qualify for the World Cup again as a nation?
I think the next World Cup is the time for Jamaica because you don't have Mexico, United States, and Canada. So who play for the three sports? I think that will be six sports for
Yes.
CONCACAF, 6.5, I
Yes.
think. So we have Panama, Costa Rica, Honduras, Jamaica, Trinidad Tobago, maybe El Salvador if he got improved, maybe. So for 3.5 sports, you have six countries strong. Jamaica must be there. Jamaica must be there.
Yeah.
So prepare and make a mix, don't expect that you can make a strong team all the players abroad. You have to take the players from Jamaica and move around with them and mix. With the good mix, you can qualify.
Yeah, one of the things that we have struggled with recently is like I said, the integration of the players, the international players. How were you able to bring in the Paula, the Fitzroy Simpson, the Dean Burton, and there wasn't turmoil in Jamaica like it is in these days?
The point is everybody must be treated equal. So the complaining of Jamaicans that play in Jamaica was where players coming abroad, they go for hotel, a 5-star hotel. We stay in 2-star hotel. So what I decided, everybody go to live in the same home. We rent a home and everybody was there. What I eat, I am from Jamaica. What I eat, the guy from England, we eat the same. I am the England where I live, the guy from Jamaica, we live in the same place. So equal. The other point, they complained the guys abroad didn't want to come because they promise and they don't fulfill the promise. They don't pay. If I promise hundreds, I pay hundreds. Or do what Captain Burrell did. Captain Burrell sometimes promised, I give you this game $2,000. So what he does, he did. He paid 3,000. And the place say, what? Things change. Things change.
Yeah.
So where I took the Jamaicans, the hotel. So every time I convince Captain Burrell and say, listen, give the best for players. And you can ask them to give me back the best. So Holland, in England, we go there for Meridian Piccadilly Hotel. Do you know what means a Jamaica that before has nothing to stay in Piccadilly, Le Meridian Piccadilly Hotel? Do you know what this means? And you stop everybody in the lobby and say for them, did you like? Yes, coach. You deserve. You deserve. Keep doing what you are doing. You deserve. So you gave and you ask them back and they give you back. But the point is, you don't do anything for them and request from them a lot of things. They don't give you back.
Yeah. So you have to treat them. You have to treat everybody equally, equal, and secondly, what you promise, you have to deliver.
Yes.
Or over deliver. So if you promise to pay, you have to pay them. And there are times you have to even pay them a little bit more than you promise, right? And you have to treat them. The third thing is that you have to treat them the best, and they will give you their best.
Dar o melhor e give the best and request the best.
Give the best and request the best.
Yes.
Yeah. That is awesome. I almost feel like Jamaica and Brazil's football. I mean, many Jamaicans were devastated just by not just that Brazil was not, which is, I mean, we had the devastation of Jamaica not being there. Yeah. And then most of Jamaica support Brazil. And so here it is, the World Cup came up and we didn't like the performance of the Brazil team. It just don't look Brazil to us. And then they got knocked out. I mean, what is the state of football in Brazil?
There is a point. There is a point. Since you lost 7-1 to Germany in Brazil in the quarterfinals, in the semifinals, Brazilians, they are confused. They think everybody can solve the problem by the national team. No. Days ago, I make a post in the Instagram, René Simões official. So what I told them, don't think about only the national coach, don't think about the national team. Think about the 3 next World Cup. The 3 next World Cup. How you can pick players, the good players, to start under 15, under 17, under 20, and the national team. You know why? Because now with metaverse, the electronic games, the boys is still at home and they play the game. I can play basketball in NBA, put my name there and play the game in the computer. So if you don't spread around Brazil the academies, my idea is 5 academies from Brazilians and keep research the players 18, 19, 10 years old, practice with them, and give them, encourage them to become a football player. Because this is the desire to be a football player, it come a little bit down. To play in the Brazilian club, the desires come a little bit down. Everybody wants to play in Europe. And we have money here, and some clubs, they can play like in Europe. Flamengo can pay
Like, yeah.
players like Europe. Flamengo is a club now, they have 1,400,000,000 Brazilians real a year. A year.
Whoa. Billion.
Billion. This means 300 million US dollars a year.
Whoa.
So it's a lot money. It's not like a Manchester City. It's not like a Real Madrid. Not like a Barcelona. But like another clubs from
Europe.
Europe.
Yeah.
Europe.
So let me, Wow, I didn't know that so much money was in it. Because, well, that is true because they sell a lot of players to Europe.
Yeah, they sell, but they can buy. Everybody think that Real Madrid is a buyer. Because when you look for Galacticos, remember Ronaldo, Beckham, Zidane,
Yes. Yeah.
everybody think Real Madrid only buy players. No, Barcelona in the youth categories, how many players from Real Madrid are play in the first league of Spain that was built for Real Madrid? 48 players. In the second division, 47 players. You know how many players built in Real Madrid play in the 5 most important league in Europe? 172 players. So Real Madrid do the good work, sell some players, and buy the best ones.
Wow.
What Flamengo is doing now, they can do exactly the same. They sell Vini Jr., they sell Renier, they sell João Gomes. It's okay. But now, who does this? Flamengo in his youth category. Now go there, buy the best ones. But the players Flamengo is buying now, it's not, it's the old players. It's the old players every time. Why?
Yeah.
Why? So this make no sense. The player was famous, players was very good. Okay, he was. It's not to play in Flamengo team now.
Yeah. Well, good point. Now, one of the next big debate in Jamaica is, and you have a better eye at this than most of us because of your knowledge in football, is talent. Would you say that at the junior levels, the talent in Jamaica is equal to talent across the world, or we are way behind in terms of our talent, in footballing talent, that is?
You cannot develop talent without put him in the arena. What the competition, with competition, youth Jamaicans in the clubs, they are play. When you take the youth from Brazil, from Argentina, from England, from Germany, you took the passport and look how many stamps they have in the passport. How many players, how many games they play abroad. This is
Yes.
what we qualify under 17, under 20, and the first team. Only the first team we played in 28 different countries in the all 5 continents. So what means I have a talent, but I have to put my
In
talents
the
in the
arena.
arena to
Yeah.
explore, because if you don't practice, my talent is nothing. Can you imagine the talent boats has if they don't have faced the strong competitions? I remember his book, Boats.
Yes.
He went running 100 meters and 200 meters. And his coach said for him, you have your leg is too big. You have to run 400 meters. He said, no, I have 100 meters. He said, okay, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
So when he started doing very well 100 meters, I say, what I have to adjust him. Because every time when he starts in the 5 meters, he can be hands. But after with long legs, he go far away from everybody. So the talents the players, youth players has in Jamaica, you have to put them against
In the
other
arena, yeah,
country
yeah, yeah.
and
To
say,
measure.
okay, you can play better here, you can play better there. There is because imagine the guy has a talent to play football, but which position? There is ingredients for each position you need. If I'm a defender, my psychology is very strong to fighting. If I am the midfield, my psychology is very good in constructions, building. If I am a striker, I am a finishing. My
Okay.
psychology is that. So if
So the 3 different eras on the field, the middle, the
the
defensive,
psychology
the
type of
psychology is
psychology
different.
is
You have a
different,
different psychology
yeah,
in the different third. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So the talent has to go in the arena for it to even be compared. How can you compare them if they are not in the arena? Because when you say you're talented in Jamaica, who are you comparing yourself with? Because like I said, the guy in Brazil has had at 20 traveled to several countries playing already.
yeah. And you
Yeah.
also the competition here. You have a national competition for the 20 and the 17. What
Well,
happened?
there is a
You have
national. There's a national where the clubs like Flamingo and
yes, they
Corinthians.
play again. Yes. Also, they travel. They go Holland. They go England. They go Germany. They go many places.
Oh, so when we see like a Brazil under 17 team, we think like all of these players are in Brazil. They are, but they have traveled and played lots of
Yes,
competition.
yes. Also, they play in the first team. Hendrick now from
Right, that went
Palmeiras.
to Real Madrid.
He
Yeah.
was under 17. Now it's from Real Madrid. But now he still play in first team, Palmeiras first team. You know, so the possibility for you develop the talent, the talent is something. If you don't make this movement for this talent, you don't prove.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, yeah. That is good. No, we have a lot of over the last probably 8 years. We have a lot of Jamaican players. You have like, don't know if you have been following the football, like Kaheem Paris, who is now a youngster playing overseas. Leon Bailey, the Shamar Nicholson playing out there in Russia. Several others who are part of the national team, playing all over Europe, who kind of develop here. I mean. So I don't know. I mean, do you think that will help in terms of, like I said, 2026 is Jamaica's time. But do you think having your talent, like I said, having your talent playing all over in high level competition, um, is better for the national team? Though you will probably not use a lot of the players playing domestic because you have so many now who have left and they are playing in Europe. So those who are domestic are going to be left behind because your best players are going away, so the domestic players are going to struggle to even get into a national team.
The point is, when you bring back the national players, don't allow them behave as they behaved before in Jamaica. When I brought Dion Burton, Fitzroy Simpson, and Paul Hall, I remember the second practice we did the national team. I called the three and said for them, listen, the way you practice today, if you were in in England, what your coach supposed to tell you? You say, oh, he go to course me, he blame me. So yeah, I am cursing you now. You are ba 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 ba. I brought you here for you lift the standard of my practice, the standard of my players. Now you want to behave like a Jamaicans? You want to be no problem, Jamaica problem, man. You have to win the game. So the point is, when you join them, is natural. This is what happened with the Brazilian national team. I have to tell many times about that. When you brought all of them playing Europe, but
Yes.
when you bring them, they start getting a little slow,
They start
joking.
acting Brazilian.
Hey, come on, man. You are professional. You are professional playing Europe, playing Brazil, playing Jamaica. You are professional behaving like that. So if you don't have this understand, what happened? They change the minds. The mindset change and they start doing things they're not supposed to do because they are professional players. And these are very important points, man.
Yeah, that very important point. I see I have a couple of questions here. Thanks to everyone in the comment section, Mr. Porter, Kurt, the J. Anyways, I remember again, we don't want to be stopping to telling you to hit like button. This is such good information. But if you're watching and you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do that and hit the like button. It says, heard that Carlos Ancelotti is going to be the new Brazilian head coach. How does Rene feels about that?
It's a great coach, but it's not the truth. The CBF now say no, not the truth. Before was Mourinho,
Reno,
everybody,
yes.
the world say Mourinho, now it's Ancelotti. No, it's not the truth. They are wait. As I told, I think the president of CBF must must understand that you have to make a plan for next three World Cups, not only concentrates his efforts to a national coach only. No, it's you need a technical director, a director of national teams, and also coach. That's okay, no problem. But now you have to solve the problem of Brazilian football, you know, because the way you go to select the players, it must change.
Yeah. All right. No, given the understanding of the Jamaican culture, the aggressive nature, all of those things, what you think is best for our football in terms of game module or a system of play? Are our people always say we don't have a philosophy? Do you believe we need a consistent system of play or game module or a philosophy? I don't know which one of those terms best work. And if so, what should be some of the key components in developing that? So from the grassroots to the national level, we can have a way that we play, an identity.
What I understand is you have to establish that points I told you aggressive with fair
Yeah.
play,
Okay.
football association, play the ball with the ball. If you do that, you start to put a DNA in Jamaica because the DNA of Jamaica is play with the ball and before is most enjoyable. The guy put the ball over the take, make a dribble, everybody, yeah, ba, 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 ba. You have to win the game. You
Yes.
have to win the game. So this is a very important point. About the way you play, I tell you, when I play in national team, I put three in the back and push against everybody there. So we didn't lose. We didn't lose any games in Jamaica in Kingston. We lost one game for Borussia Dortmund and Cuba in Montego Bay, but in just national stage
Still in the office.
we didn't lose. When I play outside, what I did, I put five in the back, four in the
Oh,
middle, and
and
just
one.
one.
Oh,
Why? Because if I play against Brazil, I play one way. If I play against St. Vincent, I play another way. So you have to take different way to approach. To
and so
approach.
that is why you used. I see. So that is why you use in Jamaica. You use the model was three in the back because that way you're pushing and you have
Approach the guy there.
coverage.
I am at home and I knew my field. That time my football field was not good enough. Was not good enough. But I knew how to play in that field. The other teams know. So put pressure on them, you know. Also, we play midday the game.
Yes.
Everybody think the decision was because hot, very hot. No, it's a 2 or 3 Celsius degree difference the temperature. I play because the what time players usually sleep 3 o'clock in the morning, so they don't take a breakfast. They go for lunch midday, play 4 o'clock. So if I play midday, what happened? They cannot go to sleep 3 o'clock. They be upset. They cannot wake up at 10 o'clock. He has to wake up 7 o'clock and take a brunch. He has he's not hungry, so he didn't eat. When he goes play midday, he's completely changed all his body behaviors.
Whoa.
He's biological. So everybody was thinking about midday. Midday was
Whoa.
hot. No, no. We changed it. We taught them the way he sleep, the way he wake up, the way he eats,
Eat.
and the
Ah.
mind he come for the game. You know, there is a
Okay. So
big
so
game.
many people didn't know that. Many people because even I thought it was because of the heat. So now you're explaining it
No,
wasn't.
definitely
It's
not.
just the sleeping habits,
Def,
the eating
definitely not.
habits. Yeah.
Yes, I changed the entire habits of them. You know, another things we did, me, Captain Burrell, and the Horace Reed, meeting, FIFA meeting the day before, FIFA meeting in Jamaica, no more than 35, 40 minutes. 35. The guy said, we need a policeman. Okay, policeman. We need this. Okay, okay, okay. Everything okay. Finish the meet. Everybody go home. Meet outside in every other country. No less than 1.5 hours. The guy say, we have policemen. Please show us where the police will be. In Honduras, they said we have eight eight guys on fields with four. My the guy carry on the players when
Stretcher bearers.
stretch. We have four stretch with eight. We have no, we have three stretch with 12 men,
Yes.
4 men with stretch. We stop the meet, say, hey, come on. The small field, San Pedro Sula, with 12 guys inside, no way. No way. We they keep close, crazy. So the FIFA decide just one stretch with 4 men. They are so upset. They told if there is accident, how you escape the stage? The guy say, you go, please. Can you show everything for us? They have to explain why, because the coach, the assistant coach, the doctor, everybody was there. So the guy keep the eyes outside of the game and concentrates on us, and they get hungry. We remember in Honduras, the guy is standing saying, I cannot understand what's going on here.
Yes.
Can you tell me, coach? I say, I don't understand too. This is my president. This is my general secretary.
So you were using psychology. You were trying to
We
get
play the game, man. You play the game. You have to play the
on and
game.
off the field. So we need to get some of those things back in the football when they go away to put the visiting the home team under
Yeah.
pressure. I see one here. Let me take this one. It says how important it is to dialogue with local coaches in terms of the football and players who are some of the and who are some of the coaches you communicate with. I don't know. Let's take the first part. How important was it to dialogue with local coaches in terms of the football and players?
Most important is the practice. I saw some coaches in that time in their clubs. I went there and watched the practice. The coach not involve himself much in the practice. He stay away, somebody give the practice. So the day come in the game, he shouts, he asks, he complains. Gosh, he didn't practice there. How he wants, remember what I said? Gave to requests,
Yes,
gave the best to request.
just the best.
I don't practice something how I request on field. You cannot do it because we didn't practice. You know,
Yeah,
you have to prepare everything. You have to practice as a game and play as a practice. Do you
yes,
understand? So I plan everything I need for the game and I practice. And when come the game, I have to request them to do in the game everything I practice.
yeah,
So if I don't practice, I cannot ask them to do it on fields. So this is one thing the coach must understand. I want one corner kick that somebody come together and make triangle. So practice this. So sometimes I didn't practice, but in the game I request from them. So no habits. There
yeah,
is no habits to do it. Is the point? It's important. We talk to coach, and the coach be honest with the national coach. I
yeah,
remember the Walter Boys, the problem with Arnett Garden. So the Arnett Garden holds. We practice in the Arnett Garden, and the boys didn't come for practice. And where is Boyd? Where is Boyd? Boyd is not here. Boyd not here. Okay, Boyd is not here. I kick him out of the national team. So the manager, I don't remember his name. He was one big name in the community, a strong guy, a strong guy. And the president also came to do a meeting with Captain Burrell, Horace Reed, and me. And I told them, please don't talk to me. You are liars. You are liars. The guy get upset and said, Captain, nobody called me a liar. Say, I haven't called you a liar. Walter Boy was there. You hold him in the back for not practice me. And now you came to me and you want to call him back to national team? No, I will not. I will not. And that was a big problem because after 1 week, I was walking in Constant Spring Road. I remember when the guys, Constant Spring Road guy, whoa, 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 the minibus. And I saw the guy 15 meters. I say, gosh, if the guy is still upset, The guy was very, very strong guy, very strong guy. And he came and said, okay, let's face the problem. And he came to me and said, hi, coach.
Yeah.
How are you? I have to congratulate you. You were right. The
Okay,
guy,
okay, okay. I thought he was coming to you for other reasons.
yeah. I said, okay, I am still alive. I am still
Yeah,
alive.
but we come into the close and thing. What I want to ask you, because you have your book. When is your book going to be released and all of these things that happen
No,
in
no,
Jamaica?
no. I have two ideas. First is my son-in-law. He's a movie maker, and he wants, because I have a big book. I am not home. I
Right,
am
you're the restaurant.
I am at 2 hours. No. I am 2 hours from Rio de Janeiro. I am in Petrópolis, in the 1,200 meters above today. There is a football book that I did the preface you call when you open the book.
Yes.
Yeah, I did preface today, and I have one. They honor me here in the mayor. The mayor will receive me 4 o'clock, and after you have the launch of the book. So I don't have here my exercise book. I wrote everything about Jamaica. So we prepare. We have to do it, man. It's 25 years now, and that's a good time. That's a good
Yeah.
time to celebrate.
Yeah. So we can look forward to seeing that coming out soon, and hopefully we will get it in English, and we will be able to access it here in Jamaica. You're also taking a break now from coaching, right? And you're really looking at your restaurant that operates over there in Cortiba.
No, no, I have five. I was in Curitiba, working there
Curitiba,
in
yeah.
Curitiba Club. I have five restaurants here in Brazil. Before was 10 restaurants. But the economical situation in Brazil is gets worse. And now you have unbelievable. I don't know how the Supreme Court did what they did to put the president you have now. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. And the situation you have to, as I told you, you have to measure,
Measure, control,
control, to
improve.
improve. If you are not stay in the top of the everything, maybe you lose everything. So it's a lot more money involved in the restaurants, and but I hope soon as possible everything, and they can return on fields because I miss. This is my life.
Yeah.
This
I
is
see
my
I
life.
see a question here. It says, are you sad that we have not done anything special since 1998? That Jamaica
About
hasn't done anything special since
yeah,
1998.
I think now in July I will be there. 11th of July, Creston Box Hill. There is a festival, something like that. I
Right.
think
Yes. Yes. Yes.
it's
Yes.
in
Because
Clarendon.
he's also doing his book as well.
Yeah, it's in Clarendon.
Yeah, in Clarendon. Yes.
Yeah, I will be
Manchester,
there.
Manchester, Manchester, Clarendon in that area. Yes.
Manchester,
So you'll be here
Clarendon.
in July, right, for that
I will be
festival. Yeah.
there for 1 week. I will be there. So that will be a fantastic to celebrate reggae boys, to meet my friends. I have a lot of friends in Jamaica, Jamaican people and the country. Uh, Everybody asks me, what's the best place do you live? Every time I say Jamaica, I say,
Yeah.
are you sure? Yes. The experience I have, the love I receive from people, it's fantastic.
Would you coach again in Jamaica in at any level at all, or be involved in football in Jamaica? Even if it's not the national team, but setting up academy, coaching at involved in football in Jamaica again if the opportunity arise.
It's difficult to say no for Jamaica. Let's see. We time this is happen. If it happen, let's see. It's not something out of the contest. Can be, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. I see someone here asking, what are your views um, on the coaching staff now? Himir Hallgrimsson, former Icelandic coach. Um, the goalkeeper coach is also from Iceland, and John Wall. Don't know how much you know of them, but they are
No,
the new.
I don't know much, and when I don't know, I prefer not make a
Not to say,
comment.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Listen, I mean, we are finally, Pele, um, passed and was buried. I think I had Alfredo Monteso on, and he was saying the disappointment that many people in Brazil felt that none of the present players from the last World Cup were even at the funeral or did anything or were represented there. I mean, just give us your take as we close this interview on Pele, his significance in Brazil, and just how his legacy will continue on.
To tell you how great Pele was, let me remember when he went to Jamaica to give me a medal from condecoration from Brazilian government. It's the command of Rio Branco by the what I did by Brazil coaching Jamaica. So the ambassador, the Brazilian ambassador, requested from me, please bring Pelé to embassy. It would be a lot kids from all South American, Latin American. I say, ambassador, I will try. I will try. I cannot promise you that he will be there, but I will try. When Pelé arrived, I told him, Pelé, listen, the ambassador requests that you went there. I promise you, you'll be 10 minutes. I put all kids, all adults, you take a picture and I take you to hotel. Yeah, man, I am tired. So, okay, 10 minutes. Okay. When we arrived there, I said, hey, everybody, stand back. Pele started. He said, hey, René, don't say that. Don't say that. Hey, guy, come here. He spent more than 2 hours take picture with everybody. And some people hate me forever because thought I was trying to take it over Pelé. And they say, Pelé, 2 hours. René, it's a kids. I say, but you told me you were tired, man. No, no, kids are kids. You have to treat them very well. So he was a great guy, man. Great guy. Football, as a player, he was not. Everybody's asking me, who is the best player in the world? I say, yeah, the best player, maybe. You can tell Maradona, Zico, Messi. What about Pelé? No, 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 no. Pelé is another thing. It's another thing. It's another story.
So
Yeah, but
he's above all of these guys. You can't have the
no,
comparison, but
it's another thing. It's not a normal human being when
yeah.
he was on field. It's
All right.
unbelievable. I saw him play a lot, and he was unbelievable.
No, they're asking. So these are the final questions. So all your fans out here, thanks to everyone for being a part of this. So they're asking. You're going to pick the futsal. It's a six-a-side futsal team of Brazilian players, goalkeeper and five outfield players. Who is it? Who you are the coach? You need a goalkeeper and five Brazilian in your futsal team. Who are they?
I didn't understand what we are.
All right. So you're going to play a six-a-side game. Six aside, six v
Uh-huh.
six.
Ah,
All right,
yeah, I play every time.
all right, right. Brazilians, you are going to be the coach. The
Hmm.
six Brazilians of all time
Ah, okay.
that you would pick on your team.
Goalkeeper Tafarel.
Tafarel, yeah.
Tafarel.
Who are the others?
He was my player.
Okay, so you need five more players to complete the team. Who are the other five?
Woo-hoo. Caramba. Eh, Pelé is not a player, okay?
No. No.
No, Pele is not a player.
Pele is not a player. Okay.
You have Zico.
So Tafarel, Zico.
Tafarel will be a goalkeeper. Zico. Romario.
Romario.
Ronaldo. Zico, Romario. Gosh, I don't want to tell you old one as a Newton Santos, Garrincha.
No, we know Garrincha. We know them.
So Garrincha must be there.
Garrincha. One more player. Pele.
No, Pele is not a player, please. No. It's another story. I put Gigi 1958, 1962. He was something.
Okay. All right. I hear you. None of the present. No Roberto Carlos. No Cafu. All right.
Did you ask me only 5?
All right. So you are the coach, and you need 6 Jamaican players to go and play against this Brazil team that you just selected.
Gosh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So who is your goalkeeper?
Durham Brown.
Who is the goalkeeper first?
It will be Barrett,
Durant Brown.
Durham Brown, Theodore Whitmore. If you have a time to talk to him and discipline him, Walter Boyd.
But you have to have time. It have to be like you have to meet with him 6 months before the competition.
If I have 6 months before him, Walter Boyd was unbelievable. He was incredible.
Yeah. All right, 2 more players to go. So you have Barrett, Theodore Whitmore, Walter Boyd, Durant Brown, Theodore, and Ricardo Gardner. Ricardo Gardner. Okay, that's your 6. All right, so that's the Jamaican 6 from Coach René Simões, who will be going up against. So it will be Tafarel, Cafu, Ronaldo, Romario, Garrincha, and Zico.
Yeah.
All right, and they are going up against Warren Barrett, Durant Brown, Theodore Whitmore, Ricardo Gardner, Walter Boyd. Oh, we need one more.
Walter Boyd.
Think you probably need
Ian Goodson.
Ian Goodson. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So Ian. So let's go now. Warren Barrett, Durant Brown, Ian Goodson, Theodore Whitmore, Walter Boyd, Ricardo Gardner. All right.
Look what I did. I put 3 good defenders. Durham Brown, Ian Goodson, Ricardo Gardner to play against Zico, Romario, and Ronaldo. I need defenders.
There you go. But Professor, it was so good talking with you. I mean, there are so many comments coming in. The people of Jamaica, we still love you and appreciate all that you have done for our football. I'm still hoping because 20 years was November last year when we played the USA, and we had advocated that there be a coming together of everyone involved in the 1998 campaign for that game we played against the USA. It did not happen, so I'm hoping that when we qualify for 2026, 2025 will be around 25 years, somewhere there, is that we can get all the persons who are still alive from 1998 to come together. And so we have the 2026 team and we have the 1998 team, and we really truly honor all the persons, just as a nation, really pay honor and tribute to the great work and the great accomplishment. I mean, we love you. All of Jamaica does. And hope to see you. You will be here in, like I said, in July. Hope the fans can get to interact with you as well. Like I said, you were the first person who told me that there are 11 players on the field. It's a 90-minute game. Divide 11 into 90, and you will know how much time you're supposed to have on the ball. What are you going to do for the rest of the time? And you kind of broke it down to each player have around 3 minutes with the ball. What do you do without the ball for the rest of the time is important. So we remember that measure, control to improve. All right. We will remember those things. That aggression with fair play.
Fair play.
All right. Enjoy the game with the ball as though you enjoy it with the ball. You understand me? So those things we will remember that you have shared with us. Thank you.
Football is association.
Football is association, right? There you go. That's 3. And number 4, let's go back over them again. And I know you
treat equal everybody.
Treat everyone equal. There you go. Treat every and give the best.
Give the best and request the best.
And request the best. Yeah. Yep. So there you go. So there you have them, people. 5.
Just talent is not enough.
Talent is not enough.
You need to practice and you have to challenge to improve your talent.
Yeah. You have to get into the arena.
Yes.
You have to get into the arena.
When you back to your country, don't allow them to make the same habits they have before. Because when they go abroad, they have a professional approach. When they come, they want to be like they are in reggae festival. They are not in reggae festival. Yeah. They are in hard work.
Yeah, and like you also said, listen, this football is off the field because you have to study how the players sleep, how the players eat, and that is the reason why the time for the game was changed. It was to facilitate their eating habits and their sleeping habits. And so, again, lots of worthwhile information. Coach, we wish you all the best. I will make sure, hoping, although that's around the Gold Cup, I hope that I'll be here when you're here in Jamaica so that I can come and see you as well. Because like I said, I remember your days from church way back in the days. All right. So bless you and all the best with the restaurants, all the best to the family and the kids.
You.
Yes, and we'll stay in touch. Don't stay so long away from us. Like, we love hearing from you.
Always I am here. Thanks God, they keep me health, and I still play football every Tuesday, every Saturday. I play football. When I arrive in Jamaica, I will play. I don't know what kind box is promoted there, but I want a game and I want to play.
I'll make sure that I'm there.
And I have to congratulate you, man. The interview was something amazing. I think one of the best I did for Jamaica all times. You are so clever how to go to dig and take everything from me. Congratulations.
Yeah. Can you imagine when you come, Clovis de Oliveira, who is here, and René Simões.
Yeah, right? Clovis is a fantastic coach.
Yes.
I think he has a tough approach for him. I think the team is in the last position.
Yeah, they're in the last position. You should invite him to come and play with you because he's at a Clarendon team and you're going to be in Clarendon as well.
Okay, very good.
So he should play on your team. And I'm going to probably play against you. I'm going to get.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can invite Freddie to come and make sure that he calls you back to immigration. Like when the ball is coming to you, I'm going to say,
Freddie. He's a good guy. When Paul Young, they are good guys.
Yeah. So when Clovis passes the ball to you, I'm going to tell Freddie to stand behind a wall with a speaker and say, René Simões, head back to immigration.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, man.
All right, Coach.
Everybody, my love for all Jamaicans.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much, and
bye-bye,
grace
man.
and peace. Bless you.
Bye.
All right, so there you go, people. Professor René Simões, wonderful interview. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Don't leave before hearing this very important announcement at 1. It is Super Friday, right? So before I leave, hit some super stickers and super chat if you like the content. Also, make sure you like the channel and the video. Please subscribe, all right, before you go as well, if you're not a subscriber, because at 12 o'clock we have the Italian 12 o'clock Massimo Lucchesi. He's going to be on, and he just did a book about pressing. He has done several things with some of the top coaches in Europe, and he'll be on at 12 today, right, to speak about that, about the book, and inviting local coaches, coaches in the Caribbean, coaches in North America to be a part of a webinar that he's hosting talking about pressing. You don't want to miss that, all right? So I want to thank you again. Thanks to Brando with the super chat, right? To all the persons, listen, few minutes away, Duckland, absolutely, right? So all the persons, all the other vloggers, I see Military Guna was here, Dre Anyweather Sports, I saw Coach Minzy earlier, Ryan LFC Elite Sports was also here. Some of you may have been on, but you're in the comment section. All the former reggae boys as well. I mean, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I am Manning's Man. Listen, if you don't give a super sticker, super chat now, it's Super Friday. When we have the Italian, let's hit them up, right? I am Manning's Man. This has been, thank you, Michael Thomas, right? Coach Vin Blaine, he's going to be on that as well with Massimo Lucchesi, right? Please, people, you don't want to miss this. It's 12:42, so it's a little bit, just a few minutes from now. Betty Minto, the female in the group, don't it so far? Big up all the female from Claudia to Shamika, all the females. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, I'm Manning's Man. This has been I Am Sure Sports, and you know how it is when it gets to this point of the show. We say we are over and we are OUT out of here.